In this video, we will show you how to replace your serpentine belt tensioner on this 2009 Dodge Dakota. This tensioner will be located under the hood along the front of your engine. Let's get into it. The first thing we need to do to get started on this job is to lift the hood and have a peek at the serpentine belt itself. You'll notice that it goes over some pulleys and under others. Take note of the routing. Once you have, we'll continue on to the serpentine belt tensioner on the passenger side of the engine. To release tension from the belt, you're going to use a 15mm right on this center bolt here. You can either use a serpentine belt tool or a 15mm socket with a ratchet. Once you've released pressure, we'll continue on to grabbing onto that belt and gently pulling it off of the AC compressor pulley. Now we can remove our tool from the area. Now we can make our way down here. We're going to grab onto the belt and pull it off of the serpentine belt tensioner. We'll use a 13mm. Right inside this center hole is where you'll find the mounting bolt. Turn this counterclockwise to remove that mounting bolt. Remove the serpentine belt tensioner. Once you have the tensioner out of there, it's a good idea to make sure you clean and inspect the engine where the tensioner will mount. Okay friends, let's get ready to install our brand new serpentine belt tensioner. Before we put it over at the engine, I want to point out this area right here. That's important to note because if you were to look down at the engine, you're going to see a bolt head right in this area. That's exactly where that notch needs to be as we put this in place. Before putting it down into position, let's make sure we put our bolt through here. We'll put this down here, put the bolt in by hand a little bit so we know for sure it's not cross-threaded into the engine. Now that it's started by hand, we'll go ahead and snug this up. After it's bottomed out, you can torque it to 45 foot-pounds. Torque wrench down in here. We'll reach down here and put the belt onto the smooth tensioner pulley, and then we'll continue on over towards the passenger side to the ribbed tensioner pulley. Now that we have it around there, we'll continue on up and over the AC compressor. Let's use our 15mm serpentine belt tool. We'll turn this clockwise, grab onto that serpentine belt and slide it underneath the smooth water pump pulley. Once you feel as though you have it on there, it's important to make sure you check the belt on each one of the pulleys. You have the groove pulleys and you have the smooth pulleys. Make sure the belt is centered. If it isn't, just go ahead and use your serpentine belt tool, twist that clockwise and slide the belt into the proper positioning. Once you've given it the secondary check, hop inside the passenger compartment, start up the engine, let it run for approximately 5 seconds and turn it right back off. Make your way back out here and triple check the belt. Make sure it's sitting on all the grooves perfectly. Assuming that looks good, thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.